Police Officer Mike from Key West, Florida. These guys are two titans. Eddie is a previously ranked 8th in the world in jiu-jitsu, and Mike is just his size alone qualifies him as a titan. He's 6'7", 275. Eddie's coming in at 6'4", about 230, 225. So as Mike gets his gear on, Mike's got the black headgear, Eddie's without the headgear. So Mike is a force to be reckoned with. He's very difficult to do anything to push around the ring. He's so solid of a body. And Eddie is just specialized in his craft. He's obviously previously ranked 8th in the world in jiu-jitsu. So he's someone to always be concerned about in the ring. So we're here today. We're less than a month away from the Brawl on Duval. You can get tickets at thebrawlonduval.com. Saturday night, 7 o'clock, we got a ring set up outside the infamous Sloppy Joe's in Key West, Florida. Green Street and Duval Street, probably the biggest intersection in Key West, Florida. We're going to be shut down for the night. We're going to have paid seating inside the ropes and free viewing from outside the ropes. So it's because it's this public spectacle, you're going to be able to see from many venues and vantage points. So with that being said, let's get right into the action. So I know that Mike is fighting on the Brawl on Duval. He's fighting another Key West police officer by the name of Mike, who I have not met yet. But to have these two guys start out is always enjoyable. They're just two consistent boxers. Mike keeps coming at you. He steps forward with his left foot in a circular motion and walks around the ring. And Eddie kind of tries to stay in the center of the ring for the most part. Eddie's more quick with his feet and his hands. Mike's more powerful. So typically the first round we start off a little slow, you know, and again, we're sparring here. We're not out for the kill. This is training, this is mentorship, all that good stuff through the Police Athletic League. Big shout out to KeyWestTV.com. You can see us on KeyWestTV.com. But let me stay on the fight. So these guys are just dancing around a little bit. They're really not throwing any jabs. And I like to say getting the spider webs out, you know? But again, if you see Mike is constantly leading with his left jab and leading with his left foot, walking left, almost clockwise. Yeah, walking clockwise if you had a clock on the mat. And these guys are brawlers. That's all I can say, brawlers and bruisers. So 30 seconds to going around. And we really haven't seen much here today. They're just, like I said, getting warmed up. But Eddie's probably going to fight, you know, Mike will fight 2 or 3 times to maybe different people. Same thing with Eddie. So as the night goes on, they tend to display their skills a little bit more openly. They don't want to show their whole hand at first, you know? So we got some boxers hitting on the back. There's Hayes in the background. I notice him. I see Sam. Well, end of the first round. So for these two guys, that round was just a walk in the park. You know, just like I said, getting the blood circulating. If either one of these two guys hit you, I'd hate to be responsible for the damages. So we're about to start the second round with Big Mike and Eddie Mento Jesus Aguiar. I see Sam Wells here. Sam Wells is the 2010-2011 Ukrainian national championship champion in his weight class. So they got some really seasoned fighters here. They got some really, you know, stepping up beginners here, and everything in between. The guys, the girls, the senior citizens, you know. But again, we're ramping up for the Brawl on Duval. April 26th. We're probably barbs out there. And these guys are a lot more on their toes, a lot more bouncing around. And Eddie's just barreling in with overhead right, left, right, left. So Eddie's doing all the hitting now. Mike is just very in a defensive mode. He's got his hands up by his face, protecting him. He's got his arms in tight. You got to get the perfect shot to get Mike. He's so massive, it's hard to hurt him in any way. And he protects himself very nicely, and he's very grounded and balanced. His center of balance is, you know, he's got a 4-foot spread between his 2 feet. And again, Eddie's walking him into the corner a little bit. 30 seconds to go in a round. And this has been a stepped up round pace-wise, shots-wise, how many contacts they made. A nice left wild swing. Eddie in there with the right. Roundhouse. Eddie's got Mike in the corner. Eddie's got Mike in the corner. Again, Eddie is much more of a seasoned, trained fighter, so you would expect Eddie to be more calculating in his approach. Mike is more, I would say, less of a trained fighter, but more of a physical fighter. So the physicality would overcome the training, but probably. So we end the second round here. So again, come down and see us Friday nights here, 7 o'clock, 6:30. Now a favorite of mine, Sean's just walked into the gym. So if we see Travis tonight, we're going to have a good night. We got 8 or 10 fighters here, but yeah. Yeah, come down and see us. We're behind City Hall in White Street in Key West with a gymnasium directly behind City Hall in a parking lot. And what a facility it is. It's got the most amazing, beautiful boxing ring you'll ever see. The facilities, the guys hitting on the bags and the weights and the sauna, and they got another ring upstairs. And it's just a really good facility, well maintained, well kept clean, and all of that stuff, you know. So it affords some of these young local kids. We've got a lot of high school kids from Key West, 2 or 3 years out of school, you know, looking for direction and looking to do something else with their life besides, you know, running pizza around and delivering food, whatever their job may be, you know, starting out. Gives them another outlet and opportunity. So here we go, Mike and Eddie again. And again, the third round, I assume, is going to be just super aggressive. And Eddie's training Mike, you know, so Eddie wants Mike to feel this. You know, Eddie wants Mike to get up in that ring at Brawl and Duval and make something of himself. So Eddie's being quite aggressive with Mike just to keep him on his toes. Another left to the Eddie, left jab. I'm waiting for Mike. He leads with that left arm and that foot, but I'm waiting for him to take that right. Oh, nice shot to the head of Eddie from my Mike. I told you, see, that one shot, he lays back with that right hand. He can unleash that right hand off on the back of his foot. He's going to really hurt Eddie. So a lot of contact here. And again, Eddie's really nice left by Eddie. Nice right, nice left. Eddie's got Mike scrambling. Mike's running like a 9-year-old girl. Okay, Eddie's backing him into the corner again. This is great to see. This is great to see. I can imagine if there was real contact here because the sparring is intense. Eh? Again, they're not here to hurt each other. All right. 30 seconds left in the round, and what a round it's been. And again, you almost got a little bit of the student, the master teaching the student here, you know, just to develop his skills for the upcoming Brawl on Duval, the Brawl on Duval. Get tickets on brawlonduval.com, brawlonduval.com. So Eddie's getting some training from my man in the back here. Darren, strength coach. So we got multiple cameras running here, guys. We got, I think, a total of 5 cameras running. Well, I'll tell you, for a first fight, those guys really exerted a lot of energy, inertia, mass, gravity, all that stuff, you know. That was a tiring 3 rounds for both of them. So again, Eddie's goal is to keep Mike on his toes with the upcoming fight. So, but Mike's winded, Mike's sweating, Mike's breathing hard, Mike's leaning on the, you can see him over there leaning down on the ring, you know. Now, we got Hayes, what's his name? Oscar, what's his name? What's your name, young man? Dylan? So, we got 2 fighters coming in now new. Not that Hayes is new, he fights here every week. Hayes Prine, 19 years old, graduate of Key West High School. And Dylan, I've never seen Dylan fight before. I don't know where he's from. Dylan's coming in at, probably 6 foot, around maybe 170. Hayes is coming in at 6'4", maybe 170. So they're probably the same weight, but there's got to be a 5 or 6 inch different height, And it's always interesting to, it's like I'm on American Idol. I don't know what's coming on stage, So it could be a bomb or it could be really good. But, these guys, Dylan's been here warming up for a while. So I would imagine that he's just primed to spar tonight. But again, I've never seen him fight. So Dylan is in with the light white gloves. Hayes is in with the blue gloves. They're both barefoot. Dylan's got the light trunks. Hayes has got the gray trunks. I'm going to guess Dylan's around 23 years old. Now, Hayes, he's been coming here since I've been doing the announcing in these fights, and he's a dedicated prospect. He's here early. He cleans up late. He does everything he's asked. He's always at the training sessions. He really gets his value out of his commitment to, the boxing and stuff like that, and the kickboxing. So again, these two guys now, this is their first round, so they got to get the blood flowing, you know what I'm saying? So by the time they're in the second and third round, they'll be getting their money's worth. A little bit of kicking, a little bit of kicking. Hayes is punching down at Dylan. Dylan's punching up at Hayes. And Hayes is, over the weeks now, every week I see him just getting more intense, more focused, really capitalizing on what he's learning with these guys down here. He takes what he learns and implements it into his routine, and every week he's learning how to stand in the pocket, all of that good stuff. So I'm always excited to see Hayes, 19 years old. All right, that was the end of the first round. Again, we got April 26th, the Randy Jackson sponsored Brawl on Duval Street, Key West, Florida. We're actually shutting down the intersection at Duval and Green Street, right in front of Sloppy Joe's and Irish Kevin's and Rick's and all of them big bars down there. And world-class bars. People travel from all over the world just to have a drink at Sloppy Joe's, if you could believe it. The hangout of the old Ernest Hemingway, the Pulitzer Prize winning author back in the 60s, I guess, in the 50s, Well, he actually died in 1960, 61. But so his day in Key West, I think it was in the 40s, maybe during wartime, 40s, 50s. But he was in Key West for 10 years. But he made an impression at Sloppy Joe's. He was a character, what they would say about him, So again, we got Dylan and Hayes. And Dylan's in more of a progressive, protective, defensive stance. Hayes is a little bit more offensive. So I don't know if Dylan's struggling with Hayes' height. But I expect Dylan at any minute to kind of leash out, show me what he's got. Nice left roundhouse kick to the head from Dylan to Hayes. Hayes grabbing on Dylan's leg there. Nice kick by Hayes, right roundhouse kick. See, now, so Dylan's starting to take some jabs. Dylan leads with his left. He's doing a really good job, Dylan. Really good job of protecting his head. Those gloves are up tight. You can't get a shot off him when he's in his approach position, off his head anyway. And again, the elbows are real tight to each other. He's got between his elbows at times. He's got 2 and 3 inches. He's got him tight to that center of the chest, so it's hard to get a shot off. The solar plexus, as they call it, I guess. What is that? The center of the chest?
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go to the end of the second round. And again, Dylan is new here, and Dylan's been more in a training mode than an aggressive mode. So I think he's trying to figure out Hayes a little bit. And again, when you're punching up at somebody 6 inches taller than you, that's always intimidating, I would say, for most people. It's not the absolute rule. There's always the exception to the rule with a little guy, David and Goliath kind of situation. So we're at the end of the second round, and Hayes is yet to break a sweat. They call him Purple Hayes, or or as his mother calls him when he's running wild, his mom calls him Crazy Hayes. Purple Haze and Crazy Haze. But we like to take nicknames on these guys here. Dylan, again, I have just met tonight. I haven't even talked to him, but to ask him his name. But I would imagine as Eddie Mento Jesus Aguiar starts rounding up his harem of fighters over the next couple of weeks to fight on April 26th. There's going to be all sorts of people, and now we got more fighters that I've never met before. So we got 12 fighters here, 13 fighters. We got a Donnybrook here. We got a Donnybrook in Key West, Florida. Come down and see the fights, Key West fights in Key West, Florida. So we got Dylan and Hayes again. And again, you're at the third round now, so you usually get a more impactful performance from these fighters as they know that they've got enough energy now to sustain the last round, that they haven't been so wiped by their opponent, even just in sparring. This is physical stuff these kids do. They take shots to the body and the head and all of that stuff. And, both of these fighters have no headgear. But, 19 years old, Hayes, I hate to be around him when he's 22, 23 years old with the learning he's getting now from the 8th ranked jiu-jitsu, previously ranked 8th jiu-jitsu guy in the world. Eddie and Hayes spent a lot of time in training and stuff like that. And, boy, every week I see Hayes improve. It's amazing. All right, so Sean's all greened up with his green gloves and everything. And Sean is just a thrill to watch, as is Big Mike, as is Eddie, as is Samuel. So they're quiet now. Again, both of them are flat-footed. So there's not a lot of dancing going around, which generally means that the boxers are tiring up a little bit, When they get on them toes, they're fresh, they're ready to go. All right. No boxer here really commanded any performance. They're just in here exerting, nice left jab by Dylan to Hayes' head, to Hayes' jaw. Nice left cut. Dylan's now using his kicks a little bit more. Dylan with the right left jab. So Dylan's starting to come alive a little bit. I like to see that. Again, the countdown is going on, so I think that might have been the 30-second bell. So, with 30 seconds to go, here you go there. Maybe that was the 3-second bell. All right. So now this is going to be, and another fighter I don't know, and another fighter I don't know. God, man, we got 12, 14 fighters here, don't we, Tim? We got a full house. All right, so next up we got Eddie Mentos, Jesus Aguiar coming in again with Sean Gaglione? Gaggiano. Yeah, let the guys want me to throw it out. Sean Gaggiano. All right, so I already spoke about Eddie. Eddie's the real deal. He's the mentor. He's the trainer here. He's the guy that everything focuses around. But, boy, what a consistent, steady Eddie Sean is. He's just an amazing boxer. He coming in around 5'10" and a half, 31 years old, about 210 in weight. So he's a little bit smaller than Eddie. And again, Sean's got the green gloves on, Eddie's got the red gloves on. But these guys are both hitters. Unlike Eddie and Mike, where, Mike was a power hitter, Eddie was a finesse hitter. Both these guys are in the pocket finesse hitters, So Sean's one of the few boxers that'll back Eddie up. And Eddie's dancing around the ring a little bit, which means that Sean is taking the opportunity to plant himself in the middle of the ring. And, you could basically nail one of his feet down and just kind of, Sean likes to spin around that ring, work the pocket inside, have his opponents against the ropes just like Eddie is now. It gives him an opportunity to push him against the ropes, but then slide him into the corner. And some good kicking here.
1 minute.
Okay. We got a little technical problem with our 30-second timer, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. So, again, now this is Sean's first round. Eddie's got 4 rounds under his belt. So Eddie at will now, could just really, as much as Sean's pushing him into the corner, Eddie's got to be careful. Sean's no pushover at all, but if Eddie went ballistic on Sean, I could see the result, but Sean's a force. Like I say, Sean's like a wind-up pit bull doll. He just keeps stepping into you. Sean hasn't been pushed into the corner once by Eddie. He's maintained the center of the ring the whole couple of rounds here, This first round, a couple of low kicks there, nice left kick, straight kick by Sean. Oh, nice kick, you heard that. Nice left roundhouse kick to the head by Eddie. Now right kick to the lower extremities by Sean. Oh, that was a good, you got your money's worth on that round. There was no lollygagging. It was all contact. A lot of these fights, they dance around the ring and they're trying to gauge each other and all of that stuff. And a lot of it is stalling tactics sometimes, But these two guys are not, there's no stalling about anything they're doing. Thank God you got plenty to do that for you. However would you expect to go around without punching? And like I said, I see Jonesy's here. Fierce fighter from Guatemalan roots. He's another Key West High School graduate. We're about to start the second round between Sean and Eddie. And the first round was a lot of action, so I could imagine the second and the third round is going to be something to appreciate. And again, Sean's center in that ring. Oh, nice left kick by Eddie to the head. Nice extension. Oh, another one. That's the jiu-jitsu side of Eddie coming in. Yeah. We on live? Yeah. Eddie gets that left kick. Oh, nice kick to the inside of the thigh of Sean. Eddie gets that left kick up high to Sean's head. It's like he's grooming his eyebrows with his toes. He's like in there making funny designs with his eyebrows and his eyelashes. All right, Sean, rapid fire now. And again, Sean is compact. He's, again, dead center in the ring. He doesn't like to give away the center of the ring. Nice shot by Sean. See, now these guys are getting all the bodies, the legs, the appendages are going in one direction and the head's going in the next direction. That's what you like to see, Oh, nice left kick to Eddie. He spun Sean around. Nice right kick by Sean. Both guys are very lethal kickers. Nice shot to the ribs by Sean. Eddie's in the corner, and Sean's, I'm impressed with Sean. He just keeps going. Oh, nice kick. Eddie's got him. Eddie loves to slam. Eddie dropped him like a sack of wet potatoes, and he hit the ground like a lumpy, clumpy pile of mashed potatoes. Coming to you, Dan Lenihan from Key West, Florida. Joe Rogan's got nothing on me. Sean hit him a shot to the chicken nuggets. Blow low. But we're sparring here. Yeah. Eddie admits it. He said, he got down too low. He hit him so low, them chicken nuggets had honey mustard on them. No GMOs. Sean's a big fisherman here in town. Charter fisherman, Sean? That's what I tell him. Yeah. That's the story. Yeah, he says he's a charter fisherman, but if you want a body dump with a concrete block, he also does that for a fee. Body disposal. We feed the bodies to the rock lobster down here and the spiny lobster. It's so much easier than going to trial. As Jimmy Noonan from the Westies used to say, no corpi, no delecti, no body, no crime. That's the Westies out of Manhattan back in the 80s. John Gotti's crew, the Irish guys. They did all the bad work for Gotti. Anyway, get back to the fight. Eddie's back in the corner again. So Sean is persistent. And, again, Eddie's now into his 5th round here. Oh, nice left kick. Nice right. Oh, God. Ooh. He about dumped him out of the ring. That was intense. Just once Eddie got hooked on that foot, as Sean was dead in the water. And you can just hear the ring here. These guys are just, they're not flat-footed, And again, Sean covering his head the whole time. So a lot of it, what Eddie's doing is really not that effective when you got a good defensive, the hands around the elbows in, hands up in the face, Boy, they get some good hard kicks off each other. Nice twisting kick by Eddie to the head of Sean. Oh, nice chest kick. Nice left kick by Eddie to the ribs of Sean. Holy guacamole, Batman. Oh, Sean's got him in the corner again. Sean's MO. See, Eddie's probably the more powerful fighter, I got to say, because he's bigger. But, boy, Sean just keeps him where he needs him. Oh, not a lot of nice right in front of me. Oh, God. He hit him with his toes in the face so hard he polished his teeth. Oh, that was a good kick by Sean. A roundhouse kick right to the back of Eddie's head. Very nice fight. Oh, in the corner. Body shots. It's hard to get a kick over in that corner. I'll tell you what, boy. I've been here 7 or 8 weeks now. That was the single best round I've seen out of this gym. Just relentless. Eddie in front of me is getting sick, so it takes its tolls on these guys. They brought the garbage can up to relieve his, and he's not the only one. Every week we got 1 or 2 people. They push themselves and they test themselves. So, but that was enjoyable. I think Eddie had needed to take a breather there, actually, and I think Sean wore him down a little bit, and that's not easy to say, for someone to wear Eddie down, but he did. And again, Sean's going to be something to see on the Brawl on Davao, April 26th. I hope he fights Travis, who's not here tonight. Travis tends to walk in a little bit late, so I'm hoping he's here. And oh God, another favorite of mine has walked in. Kyle the Caveman. Is that Kyle? Yeah. Hey, Kyle the Caveman, man. You good, man? Yeah. Kyle's the shit, man. Kyle's this unorthodox guy. He just comes in at you. Okay. So we got Dylan and Eddie now. So Eddie's going here for his 3rd. And again, Eddie's the trainer. So if you want to spar anybody on a Friday night, you want to spar somebody that's above your skill set, you know what I'm saying? Where you're going to learn and acquire things that might, you can only experience while you're fighting someone of his stature. So, again, Sean's coming in. Dylan is coming in 2-3 inches shorter than Eddie, and probably, 30 pounds lighter, maybe 40. So it's not only are you learning from a master, but you're learning from a bigger guy. So when a little guy goes up against a bigger guy, it's easier for that little guy to fight the little guy because he's fought a bunch of big guys, if that made sense. And again, Dylan is less of an aggressive fighter, nor is he, laid back. He's just in that pocket. You can see he's just methodical, patient, waiting for his opportunity, and most of all, in a protective mode where he's got his gloves up at the top of his head. You know what I'm saying? He's got his ears blocked. So it's going to be hard for anybody to get a shot on this kid because he's really got his vulnerable areas protected and real nicely from a boxing standpoint, And again, Dylan can only look at Eddie and try and figure out what Eddie's up to. So Dylan is more of a calculated. I said he wasn't laid back, but he's certainly not pushing Eddie into the corner and all of that stuff. So it was end of the first round there. End of the first round. So it looks like everybody's showing up tonight for the most part. I mean, not everybody, but some of the guys who have consistently fought down here, the regulars, are here tonight. So that's exciting to see. So we're in between rounds, and again, this is Mile Zero Fights in partnership with the Key West Police Athletic League and KeyWestTV.com. We're all getting set up for the Brawl on Duval, April 26th. Feel free to come down with your family. There's going to be all sorts of venues set aside for seating and food and vantage points to see the fight at upstairs in the Rick. We're closing it down and stuff like that. We got all sorts of sponsors lined up. Think about sponsoring a fighter. Think about throwing $1,000 on a fighter to sponsor him.
Sunset Watersports.
And Sunset Watersports is a new sponsor, and boy, they are big in Key West, Florida. I just heard that. The Sunset Watersports, you don't get any bigger than them in Florida. When you come here, they're the ones that give you your golf cart, and they give you your jet skis, and they give you, more the water sports. I'm not so sure if they're into the golf carts, but, you want to go parasailing or something like that, those guys will set you up. So again, now we got Dylan and Eddie here. And not only is there a height difference, a weight difference, but there's an age difference and there's a skill difference, Eddie's at 38 years old. Dylan, if he was 23, 24 years old, I'd be surprised. But yeah, Sunset Watersports, that's a big name in Key West. Very respectable name in Key West. They go out of their way to make your vacation experience a one-in-a-lifetime memory. And without vendors like that in Key West, you'd be coming down here laying on the beach. So they provide you the extracurricular, I'm sure they do parasailing and stuff like that. I know they're out there and I know what they consist of. I don't know exactly what they do though, but they got the full gamut. Oh, and again, Eddie likes to grab you by that foot and just dump you upside down. That's one of his mantras, one of his telltale. Oh, nice uppercut from Eddie. Now again, so Dylan and Eddie's going to work Dylan out a little bit. Dylan's not going to get away with laying back and just tiptoeing around Eddie and getting a shot in here and there. Eddie's going to make him work for it, I promise you. Nice left jab to the head by Eddie to Eddie Mento Jesus Aguiar. All right, we got a female over here. I've seen her. I've talked to her. I got to get her name again. See if you catch her boxing in the corner there, hitting on the bags, and she's good. She's good. All right. So Kyle has stepped into the ring. I call him Caveman Kyle. Look at him. He's got that long hair. He's got the beard. He's got the tattoos. He's got the shin guards. He looks like he's coming into you from an Old Spice commercial. The guy lost in the woods, out in the woods. He's Sasquatch comes alive. Yeah. Oh, so this is going to be good. Sean and Kyle, two just totally different fighters. Sean's technique, Sean's brutal, Sean's aggressive. And Kyle, I love his style. He's so unorthodox. He just swings from down below. He roundhouses. He comes at you with 80 different directions. He's always doing something. So a little left. And again, this is the first round for Kyle, so he's going to probably start out a little bit slow. But these two guys, this is the fight of the night. This is the fight of the night. Kyle and Sean. So Kyle likes to kick and punch you away and push you away. So Kyle's more of a bruiser. Sean in the green. Kyle's got the headgear on with the white protective shin guards. And Sean's got his Irish Republic. So now I got to get his background. He's got an Italian last name, but he's got that Conor McGregor Irish look with the green gloves and all of that stuff. So he's got to be half and half, half Irish and half Italian. That's like having a Guinness with an Italian sausage in it. All right. So, like I said, Kyle's just waking up here. And Kyle likes to use the feet, but Kyle, again, brawl houses. He just swings from very far behind, his hands down, and he's just coming up at you. on a lot of his swings. So again, we're in the first round here. And unlike Eddie, when Sean was pushing Eddie kind of around into the corners, Kyle lost his balance there. Sean is not trapping Kyle in the corner as much as he was Eddie, because Kyle won't let that happen. And again, Kyle he's like the rock'em sock'em robot of the back in the day. He just keeps going. So they're in headlocks now. Sean's trying to take him down with a body trip. Good kick. Good knee from Sean to the ribs of Kyle. Good knee from Sean to the ribs of Kyle. A left knee. You can see that was a rib crusher if this wasn't sparring. 31 and a half, and I'm going to guess Kyle is 30. I'm just guessing 28, 30. So Kyle's in the corner catching his breath. So unlike Sean, who is more seasoned and trained, Kyle likes to go mad dog. He just likes to grapple. He likes to grab you by the head. He likes to step on your face. He likes to crush your mother's skull with her knee. Stuff like that. Anyway, we're back, second round. Kyle kick, left jab. Right jab, I'm sorry. Kyle stays a little bit lower. Kyle is an inch or two shorter. But now Kyle's walking Sean into the corner. Sean wasn't used to that against Eddie. He did all the walking into the corner. Eddie into the corner. But now, again, these two fighters also like to be in the center of the ring. So Kyle seems to be anchored in the center of the ring just a little bit more. And again, Sean's got the green outfit on with the green gloves. Kyle's with the black headgear. Oh, nice left kick to the back of the armpit. We got Darren over here coaching on one side. We got Eddie coaching on the other side. You know, they watch these two are the two of the more sophisticated fighters here at the club. So when they start punching it out, the coaches like to keep an eye on them just to make sure that they have room for self-improvement. And a credit to both boxers, neither one of them has commanded performance here. Same amount of shots, same amount of kicks, really, points-wise. And they're both, no one's got really anybody in the corner, although Sean has Kyle in the corner now, but he did very little damage. Oh, you had to have heard that and saw that. Beautiful right hand, roundhouse kick from Sean, knee from Sean. They're right in front of me here, fighting right in front of me. Nice knee by Sean, got Kyle in the sauna. So we got a break after the second round. And these guys are working. Both of them are sweating like a dog. At least Sean is. All right, so we got maybe two new fighters coming into the ring. You know, they the scorecard. We are very open-minded. We try and match fighters to their skill sets and stuff like that. Now, so we got Eddie, and now the guy in the blue t-shirt. Sir. Okay. Oh, okay. What's your name? Uriel. Uriel. All right. Again, we got a new fighter here that I've never seen fight. Uriel Diaz. I don't know where he's from, but he's going. Uriel Diaz? Yeah, Uriel Diaz. New blood in the ring. Never saw him fight before. Uriel is with the yellow gloves and the blue, and he's with Eddie. And I could already see that Uriel is aggressive. And I mean aggressive. In 10 seconds, I knew that this is going to be something that I'm going to enjoy watching. Nice left by Uriel to Eddie. So these guys are already hitting. And Uriel is fast on his feet, lightning fast. So you know when someone's lightning fast on their feet that their momentum is always in a forward situation. And Eddie's not going to take Uriel too lightly. I'm telling you that right now. So they're both grounded in the center of the ring for the most part. But boy, Uriel is a power hitter, a finesse hitter, and a rapid fire hitter. Left, right. All right. Yeah, Uriel's kind of trying to get in underneath Eddie into his midsection. Got him in the corner, a nice knee. Got him by the Eddie's, got him by the head. They're spinning around. Kick, kick. There might have been a low blow to the chicken nuggets. Low blow to the chicken nuggets on Uriel and Eddie. So this is getting your money's worth here, guys. You got to be down here to see this. So, and again, this is the first round. And Uriel, his center of balance is great. He stays low to the ground. He's in a crouched position, so he's always swinging up and at him. And he's got Eddie stepped in the corner, and they're almost in a headlock. Eddie twisted his ankle there. And we got a new coach. So Eddie, in his eyes, I saw. Yeah, so Eddie's going to about now take a release. So I think, that was a compact round full of action. Holy Larry, Moe, and Curly. All right, so these two guys now, I just saw Uriel fight his first round, and I've seen Sean fight maybe 15, 20 rounds now. I'm going to tell you, these guys are evenly matched. These guys are both same height, same weight, same physicality. They're both built. They're both solid boxers. And again, Uriel Diaz has got the yellow gloves with the blue shirt. And Sean is the Irish guy with the Italian last name with the green gloves and all that good stuff. All right, the second round here. Well, the first round between these two. And again, this is going to, uppercut from Uriel to Sean, so that's going to wake Sean right up. Nice jab from Sean, left jab, right jab. Bodies a couple of low kicks. Uriel's aggressive. Oh, geez. Uriel just doesn't lay back at all. Every second counts for Uriel. All right. Oh, nice left jab. Nice right kick from Uriel. Nice left jab from Sean. Uriel's got Sean in the corner. Oh, God. Sean hit him with a right knee. God damn, he hit him hard. Oh, I'm surprised Uriel didn't go down. That was amazing contact. Oh, this is something to see. Everybody in the ring is focused on this. No one's not watching this round. These guys are getting our money's worth. Very evenly matched fighters here. Oh, nice kick by Sean. Almost a roundhouse kick at him in the corner. It was an awkward space to be. 30 seconds left in the round. Nice left by Uriel. Got him. Uriel's got Sean in the corner. Here he goes. I'm not used to seeing Sean get walked in the corner, so Uriel has really got him thinking. Now they're back to the center of the ring. Uriel with the hair over his eyes. He's like a Comanche Indian out on the range shooting deer with a bow and arrow. So that was the end of the first round between those two guys. Boy, they were evenly matched, and that was something to see. Just they were aggressive. There was no laying back on either one of them. Now, we got Samuel stepping into the ring, the 2010-2011 national champion of Ukraine. So he's obviously, that was 13 years ago. That and 25 cents, he can make a phone call. But, he's older today, 36. He's 36 years old. He comes in at around 5'11", 5'9", 140 pounds. So I hope he's not going up against Uriel because that would be a mismatch. But mismatch size-wise, skill-wise, as aggressive as Uriel is, Samuel's a master. So you can never underestimate, the smaller guy. And again, the Big Mike is checking out. You got Travis lined up, Coach Darren. All right, so it is Uriel and Samuel here. The Ukrainian, I could only imagine where Uriel's from. I almost got a Latin makeup background profile. But again, both fighters, same height. Uriel's got Samuel by 20 pounds. Uriel's in the yellow gloves, but Samuel is a rapid fire hitter. So what you got here is you got finesse versus power. Finesse versus power. And Uriel is good at stepping guys into the corner. When you're stepping in someone into the corner, that person you're stepping in is probably stepping into that corner because they're unsure and uncertain what's coming. So they have no outlet but to step back, to step back, to step back. And Uriel uppercut, right hand cross. He's getting a lot of shots off on Samuel, and Samuel's the rapid fire hitter. Samuel's got to move over. Sugar Ray Leonard, rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. And Uriel is, what a good boxer Uriel it appears to be. He just doesn't stop. He's always got something engaged, whether it's a kick or a foot. He looks like Jesus Jesus at the crucifixion with that hair over his eyes. Oh, so these guys are just hammering away. You're going to get a lot of shots scored on this round, points and stuff like that. Both fighters, This isn't where, they're getting 2 or 3 shots off every round. These guys are 30, 40 shots, body shots, head shots. Again, Uriel commanding the center of the ring on the past national champion. They're in a huddle now. They grab each other in a hug. All right, end of the round. And Uriel is tired. He's taking a breather. Just spit the mouthpiece out. And you can see he's exhausted. But boy, he hit it hard for a couple of rounds. So now we got Caveman Kyle versus Samuel. It looks like Caveman Kyle is in the powder blue boxing gloves with the black headgear with the white shin guards, and Samuel's got the red headgear. And this is going to be interesting to match because, again, these are 2 good fighters here. So you got Samuel with the pedigree, the national champion Ukraine, and you got Kyle with the unorthodox style. So no matter how many titles you got and all of that stuff, when you come and you got someone coming at you that's unorthodox in every single way, you always have to be alert. There's no giving. Your skills kind of get diminished when you're fighting someone who's more or less unpredictable. So again, Kyle likes to command the center of the ring. Oh, nice left, right cross. A couple of shots to the body. Definitely Samuel is coming in 30, 40 pounds lighter. 40 pounds lighter. So mismatched physical size-wise. But again, Kyle's fighting in the brawl on Duval, so any experience he can get is going to be good experience. All right, we're still here with you. Daydreaming for a bit. But these guys, again, they're no one's really dominating anybody. It's a steady of punches and kicks. I don't think they got time to dominate. They're so fluid with their approach and the amount of shots they throw that they just stay in the pocket and just get them shots off. They don't have to be backed into a corner or back someone else into the corner. Nice left, right jab by Kyle to the head of Samuel. Right jab. And again, Samuel's a much friskier puncher, rapid fire.
Yo.
Kyle's got that little bit of a wind up. Nice shot to the jaw by Samuel Takao. Nice shot to the head by Samuel Takao. Nice rapid fire. Hey, we have a guest here. This is Edimento Jesus Aguiar. He's the brains of the operation here. Anytime Eddie sits down, I turn it over to him quickly on the technical side. So Eddie, welcome, and always a pleasure doing this with you, Eddie. True pleasure, man.
It's awesome having you, man. Thank you so much for your dedication. You've been showing up nonstop, haven't missed a beat. And, you know, the kids of the community, our fighters of the community, we all appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man, glad to be here. I got a couple rounds in myself. Sean got me with a good kick in my hip. It's starting to lock up, so I'm gonna sit my old behind down.
You got to uncoil, man. You got to uncoil.
Yeah, but we got Samvel here, man. That he's a pro boxer. He's fighting April 26th in Tampa in Aaron Skinner card. Aaron Skinner's a local boy. I grew up with him. Super great guy. That guy knows his boxing. There's no doubt about it. He knows the ins and outs, all the up-and-comers, the old guys, the current guys. He knows everybody. And if you're looking for any pro boxing help down here, definitely got to reach out to Aaron Skinner. Again, Samvel's going to be fighting April 26th, which is the same day as Brawl on Duval, unfortunately. But we still wish our brother, our training partner, Samvel, the best of luck. And here goes round 2 between Kyle and Samvel. Samvel wearing the headgear, the red headgear, and Kyle with the black headgear. Samvel's got a lot more experience over Kyle, so he's going to be patient. He's going to pick his punches. He's going to look a little sharper, just like that overhand right he just threw.
Yeah, that was nice.
Kyle's doing good, man. He's still pushing forward. He's landing some pop shots in there. And here we go. Swing and a miss from Kyle. Good body shot from Samvel. Bodied head. Oh, man, beautiful jab from Samvel. Samvel has that really good USSR boxing style.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no worries. Thank you, Sean.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, Sean.
Sean is leaving the building.
Sean
now.
Gaglione. Gagliano. I'll get that right.
You got to be there, dude.
I want some of them lobsters, them rock lobsters. I'll get it with you later, buddy.
Ooh, nice body shot from Samvel, and Kyle actually answers back, and Samvel gets another body shot. Ooh, good clean exchange from both fighters. Kyle landing on the jaw. Samvel retaliating back with a left hand too. Ooh, another left hand.
You heard that hurt.
Yeah, the speed and timing of Samvel is just impeccable. He's one of the better boxers here in Key West, Florida. Oh, good left hand from right then left. It's hard to keep up with him. He's throwing so many. Bunch of swinging and missing from Kyle.
Yeah, he's scored a few points on Kyle for sure.
Yeah, and in boxing, man, that stuff counts. Making a person miss is worth something. And you know, you can still score points defensively, just like that. Ooh, a mouthpiece came out. I think that might be Kyle's. Does somebody mind giving Kyle his mouthpiece? Oy. And that is the end of round 3.
We're going to let Kyle catch up with his mouthpiece.
Bro, you got to put it in his mouth, man. Don't be shy. Wait, that sounded funny. No diddy. Man, Kyle's tired, man, but he's sticking in there. He's a battle axe.
You got yourself a good harem of fighters here, man. This night, everybody's good here. Every round is quality.
Yeah, man, and we're still missing a good chunk of the fighters, too. I would honestly say this isn't even half of our athletes.
Well, every week I meet new fighters. Every week there's 2 or 3 guys that I've never met the week before, and I've been here 6 or 7 weeks now.
Yeah,
so
we also have guys that can't even make it on Friday as well.
Yeah,
Friday's
I'm sure it worked.
Busy time, you know. Key West, Florida, service industry is a pretty popular job down here, and you got to get it while the getting's good. Speaking about the getting while the getting's good downtown for your drinks, we got sponsorships for the Brawl on Duval, April 26th from Rock House Live. We have sponsorship from the Alamo. We have Rick's. We also have the Tiki Bar. We also have Key West TV sponsoring. Big thanks to all these people, man, for helping us make this event a possibility.
What, did one of the hotels just sponsor us as well?
No, unfortunately not. Sunset Water Sports also too, man. That's a local grown business with local guys running it, man, and they always support the kids of the community. So big shout out to Sunset Water Sports for not only having the best water trips in town, but also having a big helping hand in the kids of the community. Back to the fight, boys, because they are throwing. Sam Vell's putting the pressure forward and hitting that body. Big miss from Kyle. Wait, another good body shot from Sam Vell. Good jab from Sam Vell.
Yeah, good jab.
Good. Oh my God, Sam Vell's making it look so pretty. Nice overhand. Kyle's got to bring his hands up. There it is. Kyle's got to bring those hands up. He's definitely getting tired, and Sam Vell just seems like he's warming up, but Kyle's tough, man. Kyle's tough. And Kyle's actually going to be competing on the Brawl of Duval. He's going to be doing 3 rounds of kickboxing. Oh, snap. Oscar slid in through the back door.
And Oscar's here.
Oscar's always fun to watch, man. He's very fast, he's very crispy, and he makes it look pretty.
Another favorite of mine, Oscar.
Yeah, it's always a good show when Oscar starts throwing some leather.
Nice body shot by Kyle.
Another mouthpiece dropped
The
out.
mouthpiece is out again. Coming into the end of the round.
Oy. Good rounds, man. Big ups to Kyle, man, for stepping in there with a scary pro boxer. And as you guys can see, man, Sam Vell was making him swing and miss and punishing him for it. And Kyle just kept at it, dude. Kyle just kept at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is going to be good. Samuel and Uriel Diaz.
Yeah, man.
And Uriel is just a dog. He's a junkyard dog if I had to pick an animal out.
But, man, I think that's going to play into Yuri's game of being a dominant wrestler.
Now you're going to Mississippi with him?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're going to Mississippi with him?
Oh, yeah. We're going to go wherever it takes, man. Wherever we got to go.
Nice, man. Nice.
Sean's going to be fighting on that card as well.
That's great leadership. So Sean's going out to Mississippi as
Yeah,
well. Wow,
Sean
wow.
and Yuri, both registered fights. They got their opponents ready, locked and loaded.
Oh, God, Uriel's a serious fighter.
Yeah,
I've
Yuri's
seen him for the first time tonight. You never know, you know?
Yeah, Yuri's 2-0 MMA, and he's also, I think, 2-0 in kickboxing.
All right.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of experience. I wouldn't say as much as experience as Sam Vell.
Sure.
But and Yuri's got a lot of weight on him. Yuri walks around 170. I think Sam Vell walks around like 140, 145.
Yeah, right around there.
So Yuri's got the size, man. And Sam Vell just did like 6 rounds straight or something. So
Yeah.
Yuri's coming in a little fresh.
Uriel's got great footwork. Great footwork.
But this is good for Sam Vell. This is what he needs, man. He's getting ready for a pro fight. He doesn't need to get like rung dumb, like he doesn't need to be wobbled or anything, but he needs a little pressure.
Oh, good left jab.
Yeah, good hands from Yuri, man. Yuri's looking sharp.
Yes, he is.
He's looking crispy. I would like to see a little bit more extension out of Yuri's punches. I feel like he's throwing them a little short. Good head movement.
Yeah.
Good pressure for Sam Vell.
Oh, and Uriel's walking Samuel in the corner. You don't see that much.
That's 30 seconds. Sam Vell ain't got no quit in him, though. Sam Vell ain't got no quit in him.
Yeah, Samuel's trapped in that corner.
Break! Oh, good shot from Sam Vell. Oh, good body shot. Yuri's trying to answer back with some punches and bunches there.
Uriel's got Samuel handcuffed a little bit, from what I'm saying.
Man, great round.
Sam Wilson spent so much time in the corner, he started to look like Jack Horner.
Sam Vell saying one more.
Hey, at least Tim likes me. At least Tim likes me.
We got Pony Boy circling around back, waiting to sink his teeth in a bite.
Now, who's that over here in the green
That's
shirt?
Pony Boy.
Pony Boy. Pony Boy's doing a fight card tonight too. I've never seen Pony Boy fight.
Yeah, he's gonna jump out there. Pony Boy's been training with us for a while. Pony Boy actually fought on our first MZF.
Okay.
Yeah, he fought in the first MZF where he put on a hell of a show. It was
Now,
such a great fight.
now, when you mean your first MZF, that was the first fight down on Duval Street?
MZF Genesis is what we called it. MZF 1, and it was actually located at the Perry Hotel in Stuck Island.
Okay.
And we jam-packed the place. It was so full that the fire marshal showed up and said, no more people. And we had to turn away another like 200 or 300 people.
Wow. I'm going to let you take this one, Eddie. I want to hear your take on these two fighters.
All right, man. Again, Semvel with the red headgear, Yuri with the long hair in his eyes, and that's just how he's fighting. He's doing okay. He's half blind. He wears like contacts and stuff. But Semvel with the red headgear is a pro boxer, has a lot of experience, has a fight coming up April 26th in Tampa. Same day as Brawl and Duval, so unfortunately won't be there with us, man, but we are still rooting for our boy, for our teammate, man, and for someone that pays a lot of homage and sacrifices a lot for the team. And him and Yuri, dude, are throwing back and forth. Yuri's definitely got the size and strength on him right now because he's coming fresh out of a rest round, and Semvel's on, I think, his 8th match right now, or 8th round.
Oh, nice right uppercut to the head of
good.
Uriel. I haven't seen too many punishing shots yet land on Uriel, but that one certainly was.
Yeah, I think Uriel's starting to slow down.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem as poppy. He's still aggressive, and that's why he gets the nickname Burro, but he definitely isn't as poppy now. Semvel still looks kind of the same type. Boom, good timing. Hands up. Ooh-wee. All right, yeah.
You know, think about it out there in Key West, you know. These guys are going out to Mississippi to box MMA fights. They could always use some sponsorship and some money. And Uriel Samuel Moore slipped, I think. Was that a slip more or so?
Oh, his pants fell. Fell through the ring. Oh, man. Yuri, stand up. You all right, Yuri? You drop your mouthpiece? Somebody does not have gloves. Don't just look at him. Help him.
Uriel hit Samuel so hard that Samuel dropped his drawers. Pretty straightforward.
I think El Burro just fucking kind of bombarded forward and took him through the ropes.
Yeah.
You know, Yuri is not firsthand a striker, which he can strike very well, as we just saw, but he is more of a wrestler.
Okay.
He wrestled in the Key West High School with Chasman. I'm going to mess up his last name, Menendez. He came to the jiu-jitsu program, started doing a little jiu-jitsu, got into the MMA, but, you know, he's out there striking like a grappler.
So Uriel's another Key West graduate.
I know you're tired, Yuri, but this is what you got to do, bro. You got to walk around.
All right, so now this gentleman again.
All right, so there's Pony Boy, man. He's coming in a little heavy because he hasn't trained in a while. But Pony Boy is not anything to sleep on. He is an experienced fighter. He's got a bunch of nice dubs under his belt. And I have personally been in his corner while he has knocked fighters slap out live in sanctioned fights. So he's definitely no slouch. He's got great timing, great striking, and he's fun to watch because he'll definitely go forward. He's a little reckless at times. But yeah, Pony Boy, he's got a little bit of experience. He actually helps Yuri a lot with his striking and stuff like that. So I think teacher's trying to make sure that the student knows he's still got some game. Pony's a very tricky fighter too, man. He's good with his range, as you can tell. He's doing good footwork. Pony's a good, tricky fighter, man.
I'm trying to get a read on him. I've seen him for the first time.
Oh, wait, good hands.
Uriel walking Pony to the ropes.
Hey, can somebody get the gloves off the mat and this bottle of water? Yuri almost tripped on it just now.
All right, little ring maintenance. They're grappling now.
Yeah, so in Muay Thai, this is called the clinch, and MMA, it's also called the clinch. In Muay Thai, you have the ability to sweep, as you just saw, and the ability to knee and elbow.
Inside thigh kick, that had to have hurt.
Yeah, Pony Boy is tricky, man. He's good at doing spinning stuff, too. My least favorite thing to get hit with is spinning stuff. I feel like he just ballerina slapped me in my face, you know?
You know, even for someone who's not a professional fighter, boy, them spin elbows and spin kicks knock a lot of guys out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Some of your best knockouts have been from his 360 roundhouse kick or a 360 elbow. So Pony Boy is lifting up Donkey Boy. The only thing we're missing is Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, Piggly
Pony Boy
Wiggly.
and Donkey Boy.
You either take a rest or you go with a lighter person. No, rest time's good. We got Hayes
I think
jumping in there
Uriel
with
is
Pony
sliding
Boy.
out of the ring.
Yeah, Yuri needs a break, man. He's had a pretty strenuous work schedule lately, so he hasn't been able to get in and spar with us as much as he likes. He has been training, he has been grappling, but you know you have to spar as well, and he just hasn't been able to do it. He's changed his schedule, especially for the fight, so he's going to be in here every Friday getting back into his true fight shape. And I can guarantee you that next week when he shows up, we're going to see 50% more stamina, speed, and precision out of him.
Well, you can see right out of the gate, he's a tenacious fighter, and you don't get to be tenacious unless you've paid your dues. So it's no surprise that he's an MMA fighter. He's just that aggressive and that on his toes, and just everything you see about him is intense. So, but seeing him for the first time, I'm glad to see he's part of this club. So we got Hayes Prine and Pony Boy.
Hayes with the black t-shirt, Pony Boy with the light tank top. Again, Pony Boy's a seasoned fighter. He's fought quite a few times. I've been ringside coaching him when he's knocked people slap out in MZFs and other fight venues. But Hayes is brand new. Hayes is going to get introduced to his first match at April 26th on the Brawl in Duval, and he's going to do 3 rounds of kickboxing. So it's good for him to get in there with Pony Boy, somebody with a little bit more fight experience, so he can get exposed to it. You know. And
Sure.
He can know what it feels like to fight a seasoned guy.
To fight someone you can beat up, you really don't learn that way. If you're fighting someone who challenges you in every respect, that's how you get good.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely got to push the envelope.
And Pony and Hayes are a very similar match. Hayes is like the fish version of McDonald's, and Pony is like the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Pony's 10 years older. He's got maybe 1,000 cases of beer on Hayes. Probably 5 or 6 years on him. You know, Pony is what Hayes is going to look like 10 years from now. Washed up and no, you kidding. No, you kidding. I'd hate to get hit by Pony.
Yeah, definitely same size, same reach, I would say.
Yeah.
Pony's just thicker, probably got a lot more
Sure,
power.
sure. Pony used to be like Hayes before the marshmallows.
Yeah.
I'm only joking. I'd hate to
hey.
get Pony mad at me. I don't even know him.
Closing up to the clinch. Nah, Pony's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. And then Hayes is thin as a rail, so anybody who fights Hayes is going to look heavier by default, you know?
And that's going to be the end of round 1 with Hayes and Pony Boy. That was good action for Pony Boy, man. It's nice to see him back in the ring after a long break, man. And he still got it. Pony, you still got it, dude. Cardio might not all be there, but you still look pretty. Yeah, man, been an action-packed night, man.
Yeah.
Had a lot of great fights, a lot of good shots. We've had boxing, we've had kickboxing, we had a little bit of WWE there with Sam Bell almost going through the ropes and dropping his drawers.
You know, about the most inexperienced boxers here, the young kids coming up, 19 Hayes out of school, Jonesy's coming up, you know, but everybody else, and then, you know when you're at 19 and 18, you're going to be lesser of a skilled boxer and all of that stuff. Not the absolute rule, but most of these boxers in here are pretty stealth-looking beasts, you know. I'm very impressed with Uriel. He's very tenacious.
Yeah, you know, he looked good, he looked poppy, but I want to get his cardio better. I feel like we need to be able to do what he did his first rounds for 6 rounds. Because that's his game, man. He's a
nice
pressure
right.
fighter, and he likes to push the pace, and we need to push that cardio.
Nice right by Pony to the head of Hayes. Purple Hayes, we call him.
Both fighters are using range, but I do give the edge to Pony. He's dealing better. He's landing a little bit more with the range.
Oh, that was a kick
Hayes
to...
is still making him miss.
That kick hurt Hayes. Just a little. But Hayes, you know, over the weeks now, Hayes is doing such a better job at commanding the center of the ring.
Pony, his hip's a little hurt. A little easier on those kicks. Ooh-wee. Nice inside leg kick. See, there's that range that Pony Boy's just timing and using.
Yeah.
Hayes is used to being the taller guy, man, and it's good for him to be exposed. Like when I go with him, Pony goes with him, a lot of his distant management that he uses and is successful with isn't as successful with us because we're the same size. And that's good for him because that's going to make him better at that distance management.
Yeah, nice left jab by Hayes.
I need a little more poppiness out of Hayes. Hayes kind of throws a little sluggish. You got to get a little more pop in his punches. See, good head movement. I don't know about that spin, but the head movement was great, man. He made Pony miss.
Yeah.
Which is a little dangerous as well in kickboxing because when they start to get the timing on that, they start to throw head kicks. I think Pony's being a little lazy, a little nice. He isn't throwing as many head kicks.
No, but he's a great kicker. Pony's a great kicker.
Oh, yeah. His timing's great, his distance great.
And I already can see he likes that 360 roundhouse kick. It's almost like a little bit of a secret weapon.
Pony's boys 4 months off is starting to show right now. You can tell he's a little tired. See what he does. Is he gonna vacate? No, I think he just thought about it. He said, "No, I'm gonna stay at one."
Does he go for the Oreo cookies or does he go for another round? How old would you say Pony is?
I think Pony's like 34.
Okay, he's not an old dog.
Pony, 34? 32.
32.
Pony Boy's been with me for a long time. He was one of my top fighters back when we were in our old location behind Habana Plaza. We've been here since 2019, November-ish. So we're pulling up in about 5 years. So
Wow.
Pony Boy's been with us for a good 7 years now.
Yeah.
Man, time goes by so quick.
Well, you got a great operation here, Eddie. The facilities are great. You got a great stable of fighters here, in and out. You know.
Wait till you see what we got in the works, man. We're working on so much bigger and better things. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be a destination for fighting.
Well, I don't see why QS. You know, the weather today. It started at 10 o'clock in the morning at 82 degrees. At 11 o'clock it was 82. At 12 o'clock, all the way to 6 o'clock, it didn't go up to 83. It didn't go down to 81. What a beautiful venue to have outdoor fights in Key West, Florida. No place like it.
Fight right into the sunset.
You vacation at the rest, now vacation at the best. Key West, Florida. Key West, Florida.
Southernmost point, the Conch Republic. Also, talking about the Conch Republic, man, big shout out to Jim Gillerin at the Conch Republic Days, man, for letting us be a big part of the Conch Republic Days. Actually, the peak day of Conch Republic Days with the Brawl on Duval. You know, so big shout out to Jim Gillerin for helping build a strong community for fighting with the kids, with the adults, and all around, man, and letting us bring Brawl of Duval to the Conch Republic Days.
Yeah, you can see Pony's tiring up a little bit, but boy, the shots he does land are worthwhile shots. He's a calculated fighter. He doesn't swing wild. He doesn't, you know, his shots count from what I can see.
Yeah, Pony Boy is slowing down a lot, huh? He definitely got a flat tire. 30 seconds, yeah. That 30-second buzzer, boy, when you're tired, feels like the last one. Feels like the ending round.
Hayes is like, I call him a pogo stick on crack. His legs are in one direction, his head's in the next direction, but he does a great job of ducking and weaving and keeping that head away from, you know, most of the contact going on.
Nice right hand. Good round, boys.
All
I would
right,
imagine
guys, the
Pony's
end of the
done
round.
on that one. Maybe not. I'm not sure. What are we doing here? I think Pony Boy didn't want to quit. He wanted to. You do another one, Pony? It's your call. These boys are waiting too, so. What do you want to do? Okay. Got one more? All right, man. We don't get Pony Boy in here as much as we would like, so let's let him get his rounds in.
No, you call it as you roll it. You know, again, Eddie's got the technical side. I'm here offering support in public relations and marketing and advertising, and I'm all around having a great time, you know. I know I add to the value of the setup, but Eddie's the man, you know. Eddie's got the fight, who's who and all that stuff, and the techniques and all of jargon that's appropriate,
You know what, man, is as much as I would like to take all the credit, dude, there's a lot of other people, man, that are a big part of this. And one of the people that I want to give a big shout out to is Coach Ricky Jackson. You know, way before I was even around, Ricky Jackson, Conk, was doing all this fighting stuff, man. He had 10, 15 years in while I was still peeing in the bed, man. So big shout out to the OG Conks, man, that kept the fighting spirit alive in Key West. Ricky Jackson and Brawler Duval, man, it's his event. It's his dream. It was his vision, and I'm thankful that he was willing to let me help be part of that, man. And so big shout out to Ricky Jackson.
Ricky Jackson's the OG of Key West, Florida. He's the original gangster. Daniel Lenahan, I'm the OGG. I'm the original Godfather gangster, and don't you forget that.
Yeah, man, Ricky Jackson was a big part of the PAL program way before I came around. And I remember when I moved back down from Jacksonville to train jiu-jitsu at the PAL gym, Ricky Jackson was there, and he had open doors for us. He left some mat space for us, never turned us away, supported us, gave us room to grow, man. And without Ricky Jackson, we wouldn't be as far as we are, man. Big shout out to Ricky Jackson. But back to these boys here.
Sounds like he was a trailblazer.
Oh, yeah. We got Pony still whacking away out there. Hayes is actually rocking 2 black eyes right now. They're not like raccoon black eyes, but they're like little lots on there, man. He's been putting in a lot of work here lately. He hasn't quit, he hasn't stopped, man, and that's a lot to ask out of people. It's easy to stay home and collect stamps and eat Cheetos and, work on your Pokemon card collection, but there's a few brave, hardy, gritty men in this world, man, that just come out here and do this for a passion. And we got some breakdance moves out here from Pony Boy with a swing and a miss. Slightly embarrassing, but he makes it back up with a little quick sweep right at the buzzer. I'm not sure if that was a rest round or 30-second buzzer or the end. Yeah, it's the end. Good push from Pony Boy, man. Pony Boy has not been active for a couple months, man, and he just banged out, 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Now we got some new, fresh fighters.
All right, so we got Oscar
Yes, this is Oscar in the red.
and Jonesy.
Jonesy in the black.
And these guys are 2 evenly matched fighters. Jonesy's a couple inches smaller. Oscar's in the red, Jonesy's in the black. But I've seen both these guys fight before. They're scrappy, and they're both going to get their shots in.
Jonesy's new. I think he's got a couple months in. He's actually going to be debuting on Brawler Duval as well. The speed on Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's got that left extension was wicked fast.
Bomb. Oh, my God, dude. Come on. Oscar makes it look so good.
Well, Oscar's got a good balance of dance, hitting, moving. You can see him thinking through what he's doing.
Good parry with an answer back from Oscar. Oh, landed one in there.
Oh, yeah.
Landed,
Yeah, these guys. I told you that. I told you there was going to be a lot of action with these 2 kids.
And, Oscar's getting his paybacks for sure, man. But the fact that Jonesy's able to answer back is huge, man. And that's what we're looking for.
None of these fighters are a backseat fighter here, Jonesy or Oscar. They're both.
Jonesy with the timing.
Jonesy's fast.
I would say, man, his timing is a little bit better than his speed because Oscar.